Welcome everybody to this day one of the Royal Commission into Barnaby Joyce's exclusive Channel 7 Sunday night interview. This commission is charged with examining systemic failures that took place within the interview and the events leading up to this train wreck of a broadcast. Who calculated the cost of integrity to be $150,000? Why did Mr Joyce not advise his constituents of his extramarital relationship during the November by-election? Which colour best describes the complexion of Mr Joyce's face? Red, magenta or Shiraz? Sadly, these questions will never be answered, thanks to the lack of investigative fortitude displayed by Channel 7's resident wet lettuce Alex Cullen, who appeared equal parts baffled and aroused by finding himself at the centre of this journalistic menage a trois. Now, today we'll be largely focused on Mr Joyce's public displays of affection, which I found quite frankly disturbing and uncomfortable, as indeed did his partner from the looks of it, with his constant arm around the shoulder move, his awkward dad jokes and his baffling claim that he was indeed the adult in the relationship. Mr Joyce gave off the vibe of a dodgy uncle at a Christmas barbecue. Accordingly, I have invited a series of dodgy uncles to give evidence as to how they are being portrayed in the media. On day two, tomorrow, we will be looking more closely at the choice of location for the interview, specifically some sort of poorly lit, exposed brick abattoir dungeon arrangement. And then on day three, we will be subpoenaing the newborn baby Sebastian as a witness, who was blamed by his father in the course of the interview when he said, and I quote, "Boy, man, you caused some problems." Now, age aside, I will be expecting this 2-month-old baby to answer all of my questions as to how exactly he hatched this plan in utero to besmirch his father's good name. And that same day, I have also subpoenaed the remaining unfertilised eggs and 50 million unused spermatozoa, and will be asking them what they knew at the time. Now, whilst it was noted in the interview that you can't help who you fall in love with, you can nevertheless help who you nominate as your partner for the purposes of a taxpayer-funded trip, though I note this allegation remains a grey area. Turning now to the 1 million Australian viewers who actually watched this advertorial 3-car pile-up, this commission will likely recommend that these people be removed from the electoral roll, as they have clearly shown that they lack the judgment required to make a responsible decision. After all, if they'd wanted to see somebody grill a beetroot on Channel 7, they could have simply tuned into My Kitchen Rules. And finally, I would like to put it on record that I did invite Mr Joyce to give evidence today, but he declined, claiming the interview was a private matter. I would now like to call upon our first witness, Tony Windsor. The witness will stop smiling